It's past the 12:30 mark that we had put up. We got a lot of things to cover up. Brothers and sisters in Islam, firstly, welcome you all to this webinar, seminar sessions that we are today having. And this is going to be my second informational session. Uh, People who have been in my group have been getting messages from me based on the questions that they have been asking, but this is probably the first time that you are all seeing by with the face on myself. So as you stands, my name is Wajiuddin. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia, in USA. I am as one of those representatives from Ar-Rahman Guest Travels, will be helping you, assisting you through this process of the Hajj of 2025. Along with me is Brother Samir, who is going to be the co-host and administrator for the webinar session. We got a lot of things to cover up. Let me know if my audio is clear and if you're able to see my screen. And if you have any issues, do please reach out to the admin as well. As I go through these presentations, I want to make sure that you are all able to hear and see the information very clearly on this screen. With that, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I would like to get started. This is a once in a lifetime journey. We want to make sure that you are prepared for this journey of a lifetime. We got a lot of topics we wanted to go through so that you are all comfortable as you get through the preparations that you need to make for the Hajj of 2025. In this, there are a list of items that I wanted to cover today as much as I can within the hour and a half that we have set for this particular webinar session. We will talk about the Nusuk Hajj platform. We'll talk about who Dur Hospitality Services is. We will tell you about who Ar-Rahman Guest Travels is and what's our role in this. We'll quickly go through the steps for the Hajj, a quick review of the steps needed to be completed by now. And we'll talk about topping off of the eWallet. If you haven't activated the eWallet yet, we'll talk about that, and funding your account with the funds that is needed to purchase the packages from the Nusuk platform. We will go through some browsing of the service providers. While we are supporting and promoting and strategic partner of Dur Hospitality Company, we are open for you to go into any service provider, any package that you feel comfortable. Our goal is to assist the people who are going on Hajj, and all that we are asking for is a remembrance of us in your du'as and the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's pretty much it, what our intention is, and we would not like to push you towards just the Dur Hospitality as a company. But however, we will tell you why we think Dur Hospitality Company is a preferred service provider for us. And we look at all the packages that are there from Dur package for Dur Hospitality. We'll talk about what the custom and public packages are, what shifting and non-shifting packages are, what is the public packages that you can configure, how you select your preferred package, and eventually go on to book your package, and what happens once you have successfully purchased a package. And in the time that I have, I would also like to touch upon some of the challenges that you will encounter during the booking process itself. We'll talk about the timeline of the package sale, and as the timeline after the package sale, what do you expect it to be looking like? Now, why I am doing this is based on my own experience of having done Hajj last year along with my brother Samir, who along with his family also had been to Hajj last year. And we would like to share our experiences and help you all prepare in this lifetime journey. With that, I would like to just one more time enlighten you all about the Nusuk Hajj platform. Nusuk Hajj is the one-stop shop platform that is overseen by the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. This offers the pilgrims from the 126 service countries with a different variety of Hajj packages that are provided by the authorized service providers so that you have a seamless Hajj experience. Why am I saying this is, as the Hajj season picks up, there are a lot of scams that take place, that people would come to you, with trying to sell you with packages that are not serviced through Hajj, Nusuk Hajj, but try to scam you by asking for money, by assuring you a package. And all this is something that we have seen, and probably some of you members have also brought to my notice that they have been seeing this activity taking place. So my word of caution and advice to you all is do not entertain those kind of scammers who come through unauthorized channels. Nusuk Hajj is the only platform through which you would be having the security, the guarantee of the package that you purchase, and the subsequent performing of the Hajj itself. It is a website, it is a browser-based applications that is like an international market. Like for the lack of comparison, I would say an Amazon, like an Amazon, where you can sell in your items and everybody can come in and has an equal chance to purchase any package that becomes available on the Nusuk website. There are about 126 countries listed on Nusuk Hajj, and including US, Canada, Australia, France, UK, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, you name it, all those are countries that are provisioned to purchase Hajj packages from the service providers that are authorized by the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. It is where we begin with registration, uploading the documents, fill the applications, get verified, select the category, deposit the payments, purchase Hajj packages, and visas and tickets and itineraries are eventually issued from this very platform. That website address, if you have not been there before, is hajj.nusuk.sa. Once again, that is hajj.nusuk.sa. This may be a kind of a repeat for many people who have already gone through this, but if you have not gone through this is where I just wanted to make sure that I take a few minutes to go through this. Many people confuse this Nusuk Hajj with the Nusuk app, which is available on an Android or an iOS application or a phone. That is very different. That app is used for Umrah, permits to Rauda, and other information. So if you have the app, great, you can have it because that's needed for us when we go in to make the visit to Medina and to visit our Prophet's Mosque. The Rauda visit is where you basically make the reservations using the Nusuk app. Once again, as I said, Nusuk Hajj is where we go into. Hajj.nusuk.sa is where we will be using all the information and the purchase of the application itself. Quickly going on into Dur Hospitality Company. Now, this Dur Hospitality Company is one of the authorized service providers, and it is one of those that is listed on Nusuk to provide and provision the packages for Hajj of 2025. It was a company in the past few years as well. It has got a distinguished, services for pilgrims. It is a part of a division of Dur Hospitality Company. It is listed as Dur Hospitality Company inside of Nusuk itself. Their specialization includes facilitating the sacred journeys of Hajj and Umrah. It's a cornerstone of their service. With a legacy extending over 4 decades in the hospitality industry, they are a testament to an unwavering commitment to providing unparalleled services. Dur offers extensive range of Hajj services and packages, and it is deeply rooted in their over 40 plus years of experience. Dur also engages in continuous assessment of services and vetting of reliable vendors to uphold the highest quality, thereby ensuring the provision of excellent services. The packages are thoughtfully crafted, taking into account the diverse needs of the Hajj pilgrims. Dur Hospitality, once again, is recognized in the platform itself. I'm sorry, let me go back. That's not where I was to be. It's a provider, Hajj service provider on Nusuk. One other thing that I wanted to bring to your all notice is Dur Hospitality is one of the brands under the umbrella of Taiba Investments. This is a big investment company that has many hotels in and around Mecca and as well as in Medina. You will identify this by a hotel by name Makram Ajiyad or Makram Ummul Qura. These are one of the hotels that belongs to the Dur Hospitality. because of the fact that they own these hotels, they are able to offer some of the packages at a very competitive price. And when you make a comparison with the other service provider, you will find the Dur Hospitality packages at a reasonably lower price as compared with any other service providers on Nusuk. I'll stop here for a couple of more minutes more because I wanted to touch upon Dur Hospitality because I have also been one of the pilgrims with them last year. We'll talk about that a little bit more. They offer, the visa processing, flight arrangements, as I said, various accommodations, wonderful catering services. There are knowledgeable tour guides and also easy payments. They have all the payments that you make are still going to be through the Nusuk Hajj platform. Do not confuse this that we will be accepting money on behalf of Dur Hospitality or any representative of the Ar-Rahman Travels should not be asking for or accepting money from any of the group members that are along with us. Before I go in, I wanted to also play a little bit about the Dur Hospitality work that has been happening. Give me a second. Let me make sure that I am sharing the right information in here. Samir, is the sound also audible through this video share?
Sound is fine. Sound is fine.
Your sound is okay.
Let me stop this. And before I share, I want to make sure when I share, the sound is also shareable. Video to play. Give me a second. I'm just getting myself ready.
Your sound is good, Rajiv.
Good. All right. So there we go. Next.
Vous pouvez rejoindre les communautés. Donc vous pouvez voir ici donc
نشكركم على اختياركم بباقات شركة دور الضيافة لخدمات الحج، ونسعى جاهدين لضمان راحتكم وسلامتكم أثناء أداء مناسك الحج. نتطلع للقائكم ونتمنى لكم حجا مبرورا وسعيا مشكورا بمشيئة الله.
Just a little bit about the Dur Hospitality. Comparatively, I have been seeing other service providers as well. I feel Dur Hospitality has provided.
Rajiv, your voice is a little low. Can you? I mean, earlier it was good, but
Is it better now?
Yeah, inshallah.
How's it sound now?
It's good now, brother. So, yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Yes, sir.
Technical issues. All right, let's talk about a little bit about the Rahman Guest Travel. So it's a group of specialized people, trying to help and guide the pilgrims go on Hajj from all the 126 countries that are participating in Nusuk. We are, as I said, we are partnering with the authorized Saudi Hajj providers, Dur Hospitality Services, as a strategic partner in US, Canada, and Europe. The packages are developed with the Dur Hospitality Services to best suit the needs of the Hujjaj. We will be providing guidance and consultations in planning, registration, package selection for all the 126 countries that are under Nusuk Hajj at no cost, without any commitment from any of the pilgrims or the group members who are associated in this group currently. The Hajj guides are experienced in leading Umrah and Hajj, and primarily our teacher and scholar, Ustad Abu Muhammad Al-Maghribi, is associated with this group. He will be one of the travel guides, inshallah. And we will be providing ground support with permitted arrivals and departures in Mecca and Medina. One thing I want to make sure that I bring it up is we do not ask for money for the services or packages, and also do not guarantee for securing a spot in the Hajj of 2025. Well, I thank you all for entrusting us with this sacred journey. We look forward to facilitating this extraordinary Hajj experience with you all. You can share this once again with your friends and family so that they can benefit from our role as well as in preparation for themselves for the Hajj of 2025. Let's move on. Let's talk quickly about the steps for Hajj, a quick review of the steps completed so far. We have so far, I expect all the members of our group to have completed the account creation, uploading of the documents, filling the applications, and their applications are verified for themselves and for family members on their applications. By this time, they should have selected a preferred category. That's just a formality, does not anyway guarantee or reserve a spot for you. It's just to make sure that you have an easy access for your select preferred category. And lastly, you should have activated the eWallet and top up your eWallet with some funds that is needed for you and your family members if there are any on your application. So these are the steps that we expect everyone to have completed. But in any case, if anyone that has joined in our webinar here has not done any of this, there is still time. We ask that you expedite this process and seek help and advice in case you need to out of this webinar. We can help you and assist you in getting this done before the package actually go on sale in about less than 10 days now. So that's the 10-step process that's needed for registration of the Hajj for 2025. As you can see, step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7 by this time should have been completed. The step that we are currently in are the step 8, where we are going to be selecting our preferred package, making our own selections and all that. We will see in shortly about how do we go about this process. Once again, as I said, if you still are held up in step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, anywhere in these steps, feel free to reach out to us to get you through for yourself or for your family members on your applications so that you can benefit going on Hajj for 2025, inshallah. I wanted to talk a little bit about the type of packages that are currently made available. Last year, this was not the case. This year, this is what they are actually terming them as. You will see there are 2 types of packages that are made available through the Nusuk platform. One is called the custom package, and another is called the public package. The custom package is one where the airline tickets are actually pre-configured by the service provider. Pilgrims cannot customize that airline ticket or that package for their own flight ticket. This is actually what is being told by the Ministry of Hajj is what is going to go on sale in the first phase when it opens up on either 9th or 10th of February, inshallah. So the custom package is where you don't have to worry about making your flight selections. The package comes with its own flight from your destination gateway that you want to prefer. And each of the destinations like US, Canada, and France or UK has its own custom flights already pre-configured inside of the custom package. When you look at the Nusuk and you are on into the Nusuk, when you're browsing the packages, you will see this by this indication here that this package is a custom package. And this is where you want to pay attention to the package that you are buying, whether it's a custom package or a public package. So on the other hand, the public package is one which does not have any airline tickets associated with that one from the service provider. It will be custom built by the pilgrims and purchased through the Nusuk GDS, this which is actually tied to Al Musafir, and a site in comparison to, let's say, like an Expedia for us in US. So this package customization needs to be done for the flights by the pilgrims themselves. They have to choose the destination or the landing into Saudi Arabia from one of the places that they think is more comfortable for them. Either it is Jeddah or Medina, and they can choose the departure from any place. Like they can choose to have a package or a flight from Dubai to Jeddah, but have their own arrangements outside of Nusuk from going to Dubai, let's say from Atlanta to Dubai, by our own flight arrangements. So that public package, and I can talk more about it, goes on sale in the second phase. Now, I want to caution you, when I say the second phase is built with a lot of conditions there. The second phase is what is actually the leftover packages that is there from the custom package and whatever is going to be taken away during the second phase of the sale. So in the second phase, you may see custom packages, but you may also see public packages that will be made available for everybody on the 126 countries. Any questions that you have, we will hold on to that one. You probably will see an answer in the coming slides for your questions. If not, we will definitely have those taken up at the end of the session on what these custom and public packages are and how they actually differ. There's other type of combination in the packages. One is called actually a shifting package or a it's a shifting package and a non-shifting package. The difference between the two is, in a shifting package, the shifting package involves staying in multiple accommodations during the entire pilgrimage, and it helps to optimize your convenience as cost effectiveness. These packages are designed to provide flexibility and variety based on the sequence of stays that any pilgrim wants to have. You can identify this by looking at the package details when it is listed out. Like in my screen, I'm showing you standard shifting. So that means this package that you're seeing is a shifting package. What happens here is during the period of Mecca and Mashair days, you will be moved from, let's say, a Mecca hotel to an Azizia location, or likewise from an Azizia location to a Mecca hotel. It depends on the package. So there is an ease of commuting in here when it's staying in Azizia. Sometimes it helps because during the Hajj days, you're very close to Mina. Azizia lies between Mina and Mecca. So it's kind of a convenience for some people where they don't have to worry about having a hotel all the time in Mecca while they are not going to be inside of the hotel because of the Mashair days in Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah that will be located either in Majar al-Kabsh or in Al-Muassim camp. So that option is available. The flexibility of this is either Mecca will be first or Medina will be first, depending on the type of package. The movement can happen when the pilgrims move between Mecca and Medina, that they can be moved to Azizia on a temporary basis. That's the shifting package. As for a non-shifting package, pilgrims remain in a single hotel throughout their stay in Mecca. This minimizes the need for relocation. Your luggages is not moved, your belongings is not moved. The ability for you to access the Mecca hotel during the Mashair days is always there. That means when you come in to do the tawaf of the Hajj, you can go into Mecca hotel, get yourself freshened up, change your clothes, take some rest there, and then get back to Mina to complete the stay in Mina for the 11th, 12th, and the 13th of the days of the Mashair days. So sometimes this package non-shifting typically starts with Medina. The pilgrims start their journey in Medina. They stay there for 3 to 4 nights, close to the Prophet's mosque. This allows them to perform religious activities in the city of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then we travel to Mecca, and their stays are going to be close to Haram. And again, this is based on the zone A, B, or C. After their stay in Medina, pilgrims stay in Mecca and check into the single hotel, which is going to be close to Masjid al-Haram. When the areas close to Masjid al-Haram are walkable, you don't have to take bus to go in there. So they remain in this hotel, as I said, throughout their time in Mecca, including during the Hajj ritual days of the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th of Zilhajj. Now, you will be able to perform the rituals as it stands inside of Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah. But when you're in Mina, you can still have access to the hotel. When you do the Hajj of the Tawaf of the Hajj, as I said, you can have access to the hotel in Mecca. There are packages in Azizia as non-shifting as well. But in this case, the hotel is going to be all the time in Azizia. That means you will start with Medina and you are going to be moved to a place inside of Azizia. You will remain in that single hotel throughout that stay in Azizia. That still does not have to be relocated, but it offers the convenience of going between Haram and Mina because Azizia, as I said, falls between Mecca and Mina. So when the Mina days are there, you still have access to the location in Azizia. A very quick walk to your place of hotel will let you access to the the needs of the pilgrims inside of Azizia hotels. So that's the basic difference between the shifting and the non-shifting packages. Let me quickly move across to what the packages are now, and we'll talk about, maybe before that one, I want to talk about the two things that I actually missed out here was the two different camps that are actually catered. And one is called the Al-Mu'assim camp, which is for the US and Europeans, and the other is the Majar al-Kabsh camp. I don't have details in here listed out, but I want to talk over that one. The Al-Mu'assim camp is, in most of the cases, is with the premium and standard packages. Anyone in the premium and standard packages will be in the Al-Mu'assim camp during the time of Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah. Of course, those camps are outside, but during the time of Mina, they will be inside of the Al-Mu'assim camp. Al-Mu'assim camp is a pretty distance from the Jamrat, all the three Jamrats. It's about, I would say, close to 3 miles or less than 3 miles. And that is going to be a little, far for anyone who has problems with the health. Given the heat and the temperatures at that time, it can be challenging for people to walk to the Jamrat and return back to the Al-Mu'assim camp during their time of stay in Mina on the Jamrat days, like the 10th, 11th, and 12th, and 13th, when you are going to be going in to stone the Jamrat al-Aqaba and the big shaitan, the medium, and then the small one. It can be challenging for people having health conditions. So you may want to take note of that. And if you are comfortable walking, and that should be fine. But that's the farthest that I know from all the camps that the US and the European camp, Al-Mu'assim, is going to be located for the premium and the standard packages. As for the luxury packages, are also called as the VIP packages, it's going to be in the Majar al-Kabsh camp. And Dur is offering the Majar al-Kabsh in a couple of luxury packages that they are offering. And the Majar al-Kabsh camp is the closest. When I say the closest, it's literally like about less than 100 meters. You come out of your camp, you go into the Jamrat, you stone them, and you are back into your camp. And that has the most luxurious part, that you don't have to walk a long distance for Jamrat. and it also offers you the convenience of the Mashayar train that takes the pilgrims from Mina to Arafat, and from Arafat to Muzdalifah, and from Muzdalifah to back to Mina. That is not offered in the Al-Muassim camp. Al-Muassim pilgrims will be taking buses to go into Arafat, and from there on probably to Muzdalifah, and then back to Mina. Many pilgrims opt to walk from Muzdalifah to Mina because it's a short distance, but I think buses will still be offered for Al-Muassim camp pilgrims to go between these Mashayar places. That's about the two camps that I wanted to cover during your stay in Mina camps, the Al-Muassim camp and Majar al-Kabsh camp. So you want to make note of this when you make the package selection. So let me walk through some of the packages that are yet to be published, and we'll start with the luxury packages. The luxury packages that are offered from Dur are listed under this Dur Quality, Dur Spacious, or Dur Speciality. And these packages are only available for France, Germany, and UK for 14-day packages. The first one that you are seeing is going to be for the France, Germany, or UK. As for the US and Canada, the Dur Happiness is what is going to be available with the hotel in Medina as the Rotana for 4 nights. Makram Ajiyad is for 10 nights. I know Rotana is about just less than a minute or two from the Prophet's Mosque, and Makram Ajiyad is less than 300 meters from the Masjid al-Haram Abdulaziz Gate. You can literally see the Haram from the hotel as you walk out. It's one straight road, nothing in between your hotel and the Abdulaziz Gate of Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. The camp, as I said, it's going to be Majar al-Kabsh. It will be a full board meals inside of the Majar al-Kabsh. And as I said, Majar al-Kabsh is the closest camp to Jamarat. The transportation between the Mashayar sites will be through the Al-Mashayar trains, but also the transportation between Medina and Mecca is going to be through the fast train from Medina to Mecca. And this is not the case with the premium and the standard packages. When you move from Medina to Mecca, it's going to be through the bus transportation for the premium and standard packages. As for the luxury packages, it's going to be through the train service between Medina and Mecca. Takes a couple of hours through Medina to Mecca. The luggage is going to be a challenge, but the luggages are going to be moved separately by the service provider in different trucks, and your luggage is going to be received at the hotel in Mecca when you come out of the train station and back into your hotel in Makram Ajiyad in Mecca. The other one is a 10 to 11 nights, 11 days and 10 nights stay. This is a short package. And again, it's called Dur Rotana for US and Dur Rotana for Canada. These packages are only available for the countries that I have listed out here. It's not going to be visible or available for any other countries that are not inside of these mentioned on this slide. The luxury packages are yet to be published and released on Nusuk. We are expecting this to be done in next week, likely by the next couple of days. And we will keep you all posted as soon as I get to hear from our service provider on the release of these packages. The package cost itself varies between $14,000 to $15,000. That includes flights from US and Canada. I believe it's going to be on a quad occupancy basis. As you choose the room occupancy, the cost can go up depending on whether it's a triple bed or a double bed occupancy. So just gives you an idea of what to expect when these packages are going to be listed out on Nusuk. You will have sufficient time between the sale of the package and the reviewing of the package to make your decisions and then load up your wallet with the funds needed to make a purchase. I'll move on with the Dur Hospitality packages as it relates with the custom and premium packages. Here are some of those packages. If you want to look into details, we will go through how to browse those packages. But one thing I want to show you all is when you look into these packages, I want to make sure that you are looking at the custom package, whether it's a custom or a public package, whether it's a premium package, and the price at which it starts. All the packages that are going to be listed from any service provider for that matter is going to be excluding the flight. And as you get to the details, and we will see that the package price is going to be shown up with the total price of the flight itself. As I mentioned, the premium packages comes with the flights pre-configured, and it is going to be visible for these packages from these countries that are listed out. For example, some of these packages that are there, premium patients, may not be visible for pilgrims from UK or from France. Likewise, Dur Premium Makram may not be visible for other than US and Canada. I don't see those, but that's what I have been provided with the details. As a US citizen or a resident of US, you will be able to see the packages that are within the country space, that is the service provider has listed those packages as. Let's go next. On the standard packages, most of these are public packages, and these are all listed for US, UK, and Amsterdam, and this is for all the countries. When it gets opened up in the phase 2, this is available for every member of the NUSUC countries, and this is that needs to be configured with your own flight arrangement, and as you get to configure, the prices will vary on the type of flights that you have chosen and the type of the distance of the flight that you are actually choosing from the departure to the arrival in Saudi Arabia. As I mentioned, one of the criteria of the NUSUC platform is that your arrival should be into Jeddah or Medina from NUSUC flight arrangement. That means you can take a short flight from Doha to Medina, or Doha to Jeddah, or Dubai to Medina, or Dubai to Jeddah. As for the outbound, it can be directly from Jeddah to your country of your preference, or your country of residence. It's up to the pilgrims. We can talk about that in next slides, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more details on this one. More packages are going to be released on NUSUC by next week, but here are some of those still available for many countries. You can take a look into these. I ask that you try to use these packages that are listed out here to get yourself familiar with the package listed out, and then try to get comfortable as you play around with the platform. I want to make sure that you are comfortable, because you are going to be responsible for making your own purchases. The more you practice, the better you'll get at making a quick selection of the package and purchase of the package itself. All right, let's move on to some other topic here. Is how do I browse the packages on NUSUC? I believe by this time you all know how to browse this, but for the benefit of the members who don't know about it, there are options to begin with. You will be clicking on the packages that are listed out here on the top, and then there are package filters that can allow you to quickly narrow down your search to any service provider or any package category that you want to go to, or the MENA camp that you want to look for. We advise you use some of these package filters, like the package category, the MENA camp, the service provider, and in our case, it's going to be the Dur Hospitality Company, which is the company listed under as the service provider. And there's also a quick search bar that you can use. And in that, if you enter in just Dur, you will be seeing all the listing of the Dur, just like these, that will appear on your screen from all the Dur Hospitality has to offer on the Souk platform for your country. When you get to the details, I want to go through some of these. Clicking on the details, excuse me, clicking on the details of a package will take you into the details. Pay attention to all the information that is there on this page. It tells you the package overview. It tells you when the package starts and what is the end date. How many nights are you going to be in Mecca? How many nights you are going to be in Medina? What are the different hotels that you will be staying at? What are the Mina camps that you are going to be associated with? And what is the package services that is included? And what are available for any additional price? This is important because each package will have a different set of information. Each service provider may offer you different package services. So as you get to review this, take time to review the details of this package before you go on to configure and make the selection. If you like any of these packages, excuse me, just give me a second. Let me take some water. Thank you for giving me some time. So when you have any preferred package that you think is what you like, click on the mark as preferred, as this becomes your preferred package and it will show up on your dashboard. This helps you to quickly navigate the next time around you are about to make the final purchase. So I ask that you make this as your preferred package. Now, when you're ready to make the next step, when you feel everything looks good for you, click on the configure package and look at the price. It should be matching with what the price starting as, but it still does not include the room selection and the flight selection at this point of time. So when you go into the next slides, there are a couple of things that you want to, as I said, right? You're going to review the package overview, the accommodation, transportation, package services, and also the cancellation policy, what it means. Most of the cancellation policy is same across all service providers on the Souk, but you just want to make sure that you are comfortable with what it means when you're about to go into cancel. And I hope in most of the cases, you're not going to cancel that. But in any instance, we never know. But just want to make sure that you become familiar with what the cancellation means. And as I said, click on the marked as preferred category. That should be your preferred category. And finally, when you are about to make a choice, click on the configure package button. It is going to take you to the room configuration page. Here, you need to make the room selection for all the applicants on your application. Let's say you are two, husband and wife, then you probably want to make two of the quad, or you want to put two in the triple, or you want to put two in the double occupancy. It just depends on what your preference is. But the default price that you see is always for quad occupancy. So if you make a quad occupancy, and if you are all, let's say, all sisters there, then the chances are the service provider is going to make the allocations for all sisters to be sharing the quad occupancy. So you would likely be sharing with other sisters from the same country or from different country, but all those will be taking place at a later point. So all the bookings include a bed in a shared room. The service providers will distribute the pilgrims at a later stage. And you want to make sure before you leave that the room accommodations is being made, your room preference is honored, and that is what you want to make sure before you go on the Hajj pilgrimage. Prices can go up based on the selection of the room beds. As I said, double can cost more and triple can cost less than the double, but quad is what the default is. If you are 4 members in a family and if you have selected a quad, it's a good thing, and because then you are all going to be in the same bedroom with 4 separate beds for the members of the family. If you are 3 in a family and you would like to be in a triple bed occupancy, then my suggestion is that you choose the triple bedroom occupancy. Review the prices. As I said, the prices varies depending on the room selection. Once you're done with the room selection, you will go on to the next button at the bottom of the room selection page. You will go into the additional services page. You will select all the available services that are offered for free. Most of this, is, even though if you have not selected it, the service providers gives out these as gifts that include prayer mat, umbrellas, Zamzam water, other goodies like a rosary and a lot of other stuff that the service providers give out as gifts during the arrival as well as on departure of the Hajj completion. The next thing that takes you is going to be the flight selection. The custom packages, as I mentioned, are going to be pre-configured flights. I ask that you review all the details that are listed out: the departure date, the place of the departure, the airline that is going to be taking you on from the departure place, the transit. Some flights have transit. Like for example, if you are taking Qatar Airways, is going to be in Doha. How long is going to be there? What's the overlap? What's the onward journey going to look like? The arrival date in Saudi Arabia, the place and the airline that's taking you to the point of entry. Likewise, you want to make sure that you are looking at what's the departure date from Saudi, what place it's taking you out from, what's the airline that is going to be from the departure, and eventually what's your arrival date to your destination back, and what's the place of destination as well as the airline that is taking you there. When you make the selection of the flight, this will show you the total and the final cost of the airline ticket and the total cost of the package itself. You cannot do much other than select the airline that you want to go by. In some cases, there will be multiple airlines listed out. For example, one would be a gateway from, let's say, JFK. One could be an airline from a gateway with Toronto as an option for some of the packages that have pre-configured flights. So you will make one selection in the flight details page, and that becomes the final selection for you. And you will review the prices based as is after the flight has been selected. Now, at that time, I'm going to pause here and let me see if I can go back quickly to my browser and see if I have my wish I could get back to my Hajj. Are you able to still see my screen?
No, brother Raji, we don't see your screen. I mean,
Give me a couple of minutes. Just give me a minute, okay? Maybe a quick minute.
you can just see your presentation, nothing else.
That's fine. I'm going to come back to you all 1 minute.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. So let me go back and share the screen as it's from the Nusuk itself, so you can all see this demo and make yourself familiar with how the application works. Let me know if you're able to now see the Nusuk. A brother has graciously agreed to share his credentials so that I can walk through how the package works. Are you
Yes,
able to see the screen?
yes, we can see it.
All right. So now in this case, we're going to do a live exercise and a demo of how things work. You can go, as I said, click on the packages, and there are the filters that you can use. This is what I want you all to become familiar and practice this. And let's say I want to do a luxury, and it basically filters you only the luxury packages. Now I want to say a luxury category type of only the custom packages. You will see that only the custom packages are going to be displayed. If you want to do just the public packages, then it becomes only the public packages that are there. But unfortunately, there are no luxury packages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something like a standard. I'm going to see some standard packages which are actually public based. This way, you are able to quickly narrow down your search and helps you to navigate and look at any service provider that you want to do. And you can also do this by the service provider. As I said, Dur Hospitality Company is our service provider. And if I do this, I am now seeing all the Dur standard packages and the public packages listed out here. Now I'm going to remove the public packages, and I'm going to just simply say select. It is going to list me all the Dur Hospitality packages that it has inside of this one. Probably have to reset that one. So now we'll go back and do the service provider, Dur Hospitality Company. It's like this. All right, that's come up. Good. So this is how you basically can filter out the packages from a service provider. You can do this to any service provider that you want to do, but we are recommending that you do this for Dur Hospitality, and you can narrow down your search. And as you go by, you need to go in, as I said, view the details, review the details in these packages, see what's included in these packages, the start date, end date, how many nights you're going to be staying, what are the hotels of accommodation that you are going to be inside of this package, what is the Mashar camp, the Mina camp that you are going to be staying in, what kind of transportation is offered between these Mashar cities. As you see, this is a bus services, and Harmain, it can say sometimes Harmain high-speed railway between the cities, but you want to make sure, because this is sometimes I doubt is the case for the standard and premium, but you want to make sure with the service provider that they offer you the Harmain high-speed railway for between the cities of Mecca and Medina. This may not be the case, but let's want to make sure that you review this as well. I know this is the case for the luxury packages, but I know for sure that they don't offer the Harmain high-speed railway for the standard and the premium packages.
Peter Vaji, there are a lot of questions about the packages. So do you want to take them now and just demo that, or do you want to take everything later?
I would like to hold on to that one, and you probably will see some answers to that in the coming slides,
Okay.
if that's okay. Bear with me for a few more minutes, okay? I want to quickly go through this one. So as you go through, let's say, for example, I have selected a package in here. I want to quickly show you all. You can make any selection that you have today. Today, as it stands, you can try this out with all the packages that you have, and you can do this exercise to get yourself familiar. Like I have put up one premium package, and I can go back and configure the package, or I can empty the package. So let's go ahead and empty this package, and we'll try it all together one more time. And you can continue this. Nothing happens. Nobody has lost a space. And you can do this all over again, because this is a time for review of the package. So let's say I'll go to the packages, and I'm going to go quickly do a search here by typing in Dur, hitting enter. This is one way of narrowing down your search. As I hit enter, I can see Dur premium package. Makram one, I would like to go with this one. I'm going to select this as a package. This is a custom package, and I'm going to look at all the package details that it has. Qura, very good hotel, Mas Hotel, very close to Medina, the Prophet's Mosque, Mashar Camp is associated, and the final price that I'm seeing is about 26,402 Saudi Riyal. That does not include the cost of the flight. So we'll quickly go ahead and then configure this package. As I said, you need to select a room for both Mecca and Medina, and in some cases 3 places if it's a shifting, because you will have Azizia in between. Now I'm going to select, since this is 1 person on the quad occupancy, I'm going to select this, and that's how much now the total becomes. You will quickly see the price varying now. Now this additional services, as I said, you can select it or you can ignore it. And my preference is, because of the time crunch that you will have on the day of the sale, just quickly move through this. I don't want you to be wasting any time in this particular screen, and go on to do this. Many service providers offer you the Mecca and Medina tour for your information, and it does not matter what package you are in. So I'm going to go in quickly now to the next screen, where you will see the configure flights. As I said, this is the flight details, and it gives you the flight price. You can't do anything here other than make sure that you review this and feel comfortable saying, okay, I think I like this one, leaving on 23rd, coming back on 12th June. No flights will be put in where it is going to be within the outside of the package start and end date. So you can be assured that it is always going to be within the package dates. So either you select this, or people from Toronto want to select that one. It's going to be a different option there, so they can make a selection of one of the flights. And in our case, we'll make a quick selection of this flight. My total price now is going to vary, and you can see my total price showing up to 40,000 USD. And this is just all a summary of the transportation option that has been included in our price, and the total price is listed out on my screen. As I go into next, it is going to give me the total configuration details. And in this page is where you will save the configuration, and it lists you all the details that you can see for the package that I have selected: the accommodation, the hotels, the Mashar camp, the additional services that I selected, the flight details that I have, what's included in my package. This is what becomes my kind of an invoice. And today I can save configuration. I want you to pay attention in here. This save configuration on the day of the sale is going to become like a book the package or a buy now package. That button is going to change on the day of the sale. Once again, I want you to all pay attention to this one. Today it is save configuration. On the day of the sale, this is where you got to be quick. On the day of the sale, you will come to this page as quickly as you can, and then be ready to just click on that one. That is what's going to save you, and it's going to pop up. Are you sure you want to buy the package? You are for sure. Yes, you are making that decision. And as it gets through, I want you to be patient, because it's going to take time. That application is going to be very slow, given the number of people that are going to be jumping at the same time from all over the world. It is going to be slow. It's going to be as though it's like hanging. Just let it be there. The moment you have clicked, just let that take its time. And then when all said and done, you will be able to get a confirmation of the package that you have bought. And even if it goes blank page, do not panic. Let that all take place. If Allah wills, you will go to Hajj, and your life does not will, nobody can do anything. So we all pray that, your hard work, your intentions pay off, and always make dua that, may Allah make you one of the pilgrims for this year's Hajj. Now, that is how it goes. And on the day of the Hajj, now that we have saved these configurations, if I go to the dashboard, once again, the dashboard looks like this. So on the day of the sale, you want to be logged in. You want to go quickly to the booking details. It takes you straight into the booking details, because now you have all saved in. It takes you to the configuration page, and this is where I want you to be quick. And the day you probably will be refreshing this page more often until we come to know the sale is now open. That's the time when this save configuration button is going to change into something like a buy now or a purchase package kind of a button. So this is how you quickly go in, and the day of the package sale, I don't want you to scare you off, but from my experience, it's going to be pretty challenging. Given the technical challenges that you will have, you want to be ready with your laptop fully hooked in. You probably want to take a day off. It's good from work, and be all the time watching for messages to come from us or from anywhere else to say, hey, the package's sale is now on. That's when you want to go in and then get this as quickly as you can. So that's pretty much what I had. Let me go through the rest of the presentation that I had so that we can quickly move into the question answer part. And hold on for the questions, please. Not that I don't want to take it, but let me try to get through this so that I don't miss out on any important information that you will like to know about. As I said, the sale is expected on the 10th of February, or some are saying 9th of February. The exact date and time will be known a couple of days before, and more precisely a day or a few hours before. Packages get sold on the first come, first serve basis. Packages are sold based on the service provider's package availability and country quota. Remember, every country has a quota. And last year, I did see a lot of packages still remain, and the Saudi ministry actually opened up for more than the actual usage of the quota itself. So we hope that it's probably going to be occurring this time as well. Keep your eWallet fully funded and to cover the price of the package. This is important. You want to make sure that your eWallet is fully funded. And one other thing is keep some alternative packages bookmarked. I did send out some bookmarks of our package with the URL links. It's easy that you can quickly put that in the URL and go down directly to the package configuration rather than searching, then trying to get into the details and doing all those things. Keep your laptop and computer fully charged and plugged in with a good internet connection. This is very important as you make the purchase on the day of the sale of the packages. As I said, the button of the save configuration can change to purchase package. I don't remember what it was last year, but just so this is what it's going to change on the day of the sale. Let me do one thing. Post booking of the package, once a package is successfully purchased, you will receive a notification, something like what you are seeing on my screen. This is what you should be watching out for. There's going to be an email coming out from Nusuk Hajj. The amount from the eWallet will be deducted for the amount of the package that you purchase, and you will see the package under your user profile. When you click on the package, it is going to be listed out like that with the paid indicator there, and your amount on the eWallet would probably be showing zero amount if it is as equal to the package price itself. Things to look out for as soon as the post booking of the package happens. There is going to be association of a guide assigned based on the package selection. E-visa will be issued from the Saudi consulate, and it will be sent to your email. Make sure that your personal information matches with the passport. The e-tickets will be issued for the flights, and it will be sent once again to the email address on file. Make sure all your details and the date of departure, place of arrival, flight matches as per the package. There will be a host of webinars from the service provider Dur as well in preparation for the Hajj journey, and this is all going to be likely after Ramadan. We will also be hosting regular webinars to prepare you for the Hajj with topics related to logistics, fiqh and then the departure, etc. And as we go on to the sale of the package, we will have a couple of more sessions on the Dur package selection. So with that, I think I have pretty much run through what I wanted to share today with you all. And let's see if you want to open up the forum here for questions, Brother Samir.
Yeah, I have the set of questions already asked, so I'll first go through it and then we can open up for any
Okay.
other.
So let me stop sharing the screen and then see if you want to take this question.
So the first question is there any other cost like tax, VAT on the top of package cost?
Very good question. So if you look at the final price that is going to be listed out, it's going to have a VAT listed out there. Let me show you once again the screen so you can see for yourself. And in this screen, you will see the VAT price added in there. And this is not something that anybody can avoid. That's the Saudi government. It's like a sale tax for us. That's the VAT price, and the total price that you will see is what it's showing up on the screen. I hope I answered the questions.
Yeah, it's clear. So next question is, what is residential building means? Why we cannot find them on Google Maps?
Sure. So the residential buildings are, like, think about these as like apartments. These are all apartments in Azizia. They mostly open up during the time of the Hajj. They are accommodations with flats with a couple of rooms in it. And this is for the people who have either a shifting package or people who have opted for standard packages, which has Azizia as a place of stay. In Dur packages, as far as I remember, they are actually hotels. So you can definitely find a location for those packages in Azizia.
Okay. Next question is, mother and son can stay in single room or not? And mom is senior citizen. Will Dur people help during the camping stay?
Okay, let me take this question. So mother and son can definitely stay in a room, provided they have opted for a double occupancy room. Okay, if they have not opted for a double occupancy room, if they have, let's say, for example, they have chosen a quad occupancy room, then the son is going to be with the men, and then the mother is going to be with the sisters in the quad occupancy room. As for the other question was with respect to help as much as moving you from the thing. See, I don't remember any service provider providing you wheelchair services that I know about that can be with an assistant for you to take you between the Mashayar sites. Somebody from your group, and there will be a lot more people who are going to be willing to help, should be able to wheel you through between the camp to, let's say, the Mashayar train if you are inside of the Majar al-Kabsh, or you will be wheeled to the Mashayar sides of Jamrat from Al Muasim camp, either by a son or a brother or a sister who is going to be accompanying you. I don't think any service provider is going to provide you services. There are going to be services available inside of Haram on a fee basis. You can use them for doing the tawaf, sa'i, and there are vendors who are outside ready to help you to move out for a small amount of money.
For shifting, will service provider help moving luggage?
Yes. So the shifting part, if you have chosen a package that has a shifting, the service provider moves all your luggage over to the Azizia location. In most of the cases, it's luggage, whether it is Azizia, yes, for Azizia location, and your luggage will be there. The room is going to be accessible for you. However, it's like, probably not like a hotel room, I would say, just like those accommodations that we talked about, like a residential complex is where the luggage is going to be put, and you will have a temporary access to those to go in and probably take some clothes in there and then get back to the Mashayar site like Mina back there. Yes, as for this between the cities, the service provider takes care of moving your luggage from the airport to the Medina hotel, from Medina hotel to the Mecca hotel, and from Mecca hotel to the Mashayar site Mina. You will be light. You will not be carrying a whole big luggage suitcase. You will probably be taking some clothes with you, with a backpack, and all that is going to be put into a bus, and you will be moving to the Mashayar site Mina. And likewise, you will be between the Mashayar sites of Mina, Arafah, Muzdalifah. You will be pretty light with the backpack with basic necessity needs. You are not going to change the clothes. As for the sisters, yes, they will be changing if they have to. They will be changing the clothes, but for men, it's mostly the ihram and some basic amenities that they need to carry.
Okay, next question is Mina, Muzdalifa, Arafah, how far they are and how is the transportation, bus or train will be for all packages?
So when we go in on the 8th of Zilhaj, you will go into the Mina camp, and that transportation is going to be done by the service provider. Every service provider will be making attempt to bring all the Hujjaj to the Mina camp by the Asr and Maghrib time of the 8th of Zilhaj. They start earlier on, they start like maybe Fajr time, and they move you into the Mina camps, whether it is Majar al-Kabsh or Al-Muasim, depending on your package, you will be in one of these camps. On the day of the Arafah, which is the 9th of Dhul-Hajj, you will be moved to the Arafat location. And this again depends on the package. If you are in Majar al-Kabsh, you will be using the Mashair train. Close to the Jamrat, close to the Majar al-Kabsh, you have the Mashair train station. You will be going in the train from Mina to Arafat. It's a pretty distance of maybe 5-6 miles, maybe 15 kilometers. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brother Samir. And then you will be in a train. It takes you a good amount of 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so in the Mashair train. And from Arafat, you will be moved to a camp location, and that's probably a walkable distance from the train station. And you will be there for the rest of the day of the 9th Zilhaj. And as the Maghrib passes, you will be moving from Arafat to Muzdalifah. Again, for the Majar al-Kabsh or the VIP packages, it will be by the Mashair train. You will be moved to Muzdalifah, where a big space will be there reserved for the luxury package holders. And back again from the Muzdalifah to Mina, it's again going to be by the Mashair train. As you get out of the Mashair train, you will be going straight into the Jamrat. And as you come out, you will see the Jamrat al-Aqaba, where you will stone the big Jamrat, and then you will go into the Mina camp. As for the Al-Muasim, it's going to be by bus. Buses take significant amount of time, and it just depends. Nobody has control over it. Many start early in the morning. By the time they reach Muzdalifah, it's probably going to be like noon. And that's how long it takes, because all the buses will be going in one direction. They try to get all the pilgrims. Remember, this is like happening all at the same time in same place. It's going to be through the buses. People prefer walking. We would not advise that, because this is going to be extremely hard. You want to maintain your energy and you want to be healthy. Chances of sunstroke are there. So do not take the chance of walking. While it may take time sitting in the bus, it is still okay, because you are still within the permissible time of being in the Arafat ground between the Zohar time and the Maghrib time. And Allah will make it easy for having patience during those times. As for again moving from Arafat to Muzdalifah, this is again going to be the bus services. You will be moving through the buses. And people, when they go into Muzdalifah, they prefer walking. Muzdalifah to Mina is close. So kind of, if you look at the map, Muzdalifah falls between Mina and Arafat. Arafat is the farthest. Mina actually is closest to Muzdalifah. So I hope I was able to answer that question there.
Okay. How to know flight price or group flight? Not very clear.
How to know flight price or group flight? If you are going by the custom packages, that's a group flight. So that's a group flight. That's where everybody who has bought the package will be on the same flight that they have chosen from the same gateway. If you are talking about that as a group flight, yeah, that's the group flight. And as a group, you will be meeting at the airport. You will be having the guide there. You will be with the rest of the Hujjaj who are on the same package or on the same flight going to Medina from the port of departure. That's the group flight. But if you are on a custom flight or your own custom flight, when I say that using the public package, then you are going to be arriving most likely on your own. But when you arrive, we will be notifying the service provider about your flights, and the service provider will be having their desk set up on the arrival port. They will be receiving you. Arrangement will be made to take you by a taxi or a bus, depending on your time and day of arrival.
Okay. Next question is, people said Saudi people don't use much English, so how to communicate?
Well, nowadays, Alhamdulillah, I have been there last year, and Brother Samir, again, correct me if I'm wrong there, right? A lot of people in Saudi Arabia are educated. A lot of people in Saudi Arabia speak in English, and you will not be the one like in a country where nobody would understand English. You will be surprised to see that many people today speak in English and will be able to help you, guide you, including the service provider. There will be English speaking guides. That should not be a concern. Outside of this, if you're lining up in place where probably you shouldn't be there, there could be places where many people don't speak English. But all places that I have been, the Saudi people are well versed in at least communicating to you an extent in English.
What is the difference between standard and premium?
The difference here is, if you look at the premium, it's the hotels and the stays that are between Azizia and the hotel that is being chosen in the premium packages. Other than that, I don't see any difference there. It's mostly the hotels.
Yeah. Can we shorten the duration of stay, although packages says 18 to 25 days?
Well, you can. There's a couple of ways. One is, of course, you have done let's say you pick up a public package, and you can create your own flights, and you can leave. You can leave whenever you want to, but then you can't leave during the Hajj days. The Ministry of Hajj of the Saudi does not allow any flights to take off during the Hajj days. You can only take off after the Hajj has concluded, either on the 12th or the 13th of Zilhajj. You can do that, and you can work with the service provider to say, okay, I'm leaving on the 12th. My flight is from Jeddah. I want to leave early, even though your package may be 5 more days of time left. The service provider will make arrangements for you to be dropped to the airport. However, if you are going by the custom package, which has a pre-configured flight, you would not be able to do that because your flight is already reserved with the arriving and the return dates. If you want to choose to return on your own by making your own return ticket, then yes, you can. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and just a point to add, there you cannot change the days of the package. It is fixed, so
Yes.
there is no scope of changing. Okay. Next question, can we shorten, is the package cost or quad room sharing?
Yes. So if you look at the packages, by default, most of it starts with the quad occupancy. That's the lowest price that any package can go down with the quad occupancy. But as you choose to upgrade your room to triple and double, it can go back up.
If a couple book a double room, will they be housed together?
Yes. So if you are, let's say, a married couple wanting to stay together, then the option is that you got to choose a double bedroom. And if you have chosen a double bedroom, yes, obviously a husband and wife is who are going to stay, or a mother and a daughter, or a brother and sister can stay together in the same room. Even if it means 3 members of a family, let's say husband, wife, and a son goes together. If they have chosen a triple bedroom, then all 3 will be housed together in a triple bedroom. And if you are a husband and wife, but if you have chosen a quad occupancy room, then obviously the husband is going to be with a quad occupied by men, and another quad, the sister is going to be, wife is going to be with the sister's quad occupied room.
Yeah, next question is quite related. So, since my wife and I are planning to go, if we select quad, are we in the same building?
Yes, you are in the same hotel. You are in the same hotel because the hotel is the same. It's the same building. It's not going to be maybe on the same floor. It may be on a different floor. I can't tell you that if it's going to be whether on the same floor or not. It's going to be in the same hotel for sure. And the hotel could have multiple floors.
Makkah to Medina will be train ride or by air is possible.
To air from where to where? Medina. If you are going from if you are arriving in Medina, of course you're arriving in Medina from whatever the pre-configured flight is. But if you're arriving on your own, you would still arrive in Medina. But from Medina airport to the hotel, it's going to be by the bus. Okay. But if you're talking about Medina to Mecca, then it's going to be by the Harmain train for the luxury packages. As for the premium and standard packages, it's going to be by bus. Can you choose to travel by your own using a flight from Medina to Mecca? Yeah, sure. I mean, you can make your own choice, and then be able to pay out on yourself to buy a flight ticket from Medina to go to Mecca.
Yeah. Al-Qabsh Camp and Zone A, Dur has any package with them? How will be price for double with air flight from JFK?
Come again. Can you repeat that question?
Al-Qabsh Majar Camping and Zone A, Dur has any package with them? And how will be the estimate price from JFK for double?
Yeah. So the price I think I showed you was like, JFK has a flight for a Dur package with luxury. That's going to be for like 14,000 on a card occupancy. It can go up, for example, to a double occupancy by about at least, I would say, 1,000 USD together. Maybe it's going to be like 15,000, I would say, approximately, for a double occupancy going on a 14-day trip from JFK.
That's for Majar Al-Qabsh, right?
Yes, for Majar Al-Qabsh, yes.
Okay. All right. Does it mean that packages are not included in room charge?
When you say packages are not included in the room charge, the package price in the main listing?
I think they are talking about the other stuff, maybe Medina tour, and some packages have that already included, right? Some are not.
Yes. So what's not included in most of the packages is like hadi, the sacrificial goat or lamb that you need to give for the Hajj. Is most of the cases is not included. My advice is that you can buy this when you go into Mecca, and there are a lot of service providers who offer this service. You can buy hadi from them for you and your family members, and they will give you a number. They give you the invoice and all that. Everything else, what you see, you want, excuse me, you want to make sure that this is included. In most of the cases, this is something like a standard one. Mecca tour, I know the service provider does not offer. At least Dur does not provide Mecca tour. There's nothing in a Mecca tour, by the way. Medina tour, yeah, there is a lot of historic places to go into Medina. The transportation between the cities, as I said, it can be through the Harmain train or by the bus. Like in this case, the travel dollar, it indicates that is part of the package, so it's included there. Let's see here what else is showing up here. Yeah, the Adi, right? As it said, it's not there. It's not offered either. Electric chairs, private medical attendant, all those are all not offered. This is what you will generally see in most of the service provider packages. What I know is with respect to the food and transportation, Food will be half board. What I mean by half board is like going to be breakfast and dinner, while in the Mashire, it's going to be a full board meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that's going to be common for everybody.
You have to look at this page pretty carefully, what is included and what is not. So that will explain everything.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. Next is, what is the flight seating on premium non-shifting package?
Flight seating.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be, for most part, it's going to be economical. It's going to be the economy, and the flight seating is what the flight, the airline seating arrangement is. You can definitely make your own seating as a pre-check-in, because you will be provided with the e-ticket of the airline, and you can go and make your seat selection 24 hours before the flight takeoff time. The service provider does not take care of seating inside of the flights. That's for sure. No service provider does that.
Yeah. It's only me, so can I get a single room, or will I have a roommate?
Unfortunately, you can't have a single room, single bedroom as a single bed. Of course, you can buy a double bed, and that's the best one that you can think about. You will be with another Hujjaj, and given the shortage of rooms, I don't think that's a feasibility for you to have the comfort of just by yourself.
Will Ar-Rahman guest representative will be there in Makkah and Medina?
As a guide, one of us will be there as a guide. We may not be in all the packages, because every package is going to have some guides. Let me put it this way: every 49 persons will have one guide associated, and one of us could be with one of the packages. If my package is turned out to be more of standard package from our group, then we will be associated. In anybody who is outside of my group would still have a guide, and that guide will be assisting right from the time the package has been finalized. We'll be working through you, and you will be added to that price, the guide's WhatsApp group and other communication methods, and he will be interacting with you. As for Ar-Rahman, we will be working close with the service provider to ensure that your guide is provided, that you have been taken care of, that you are moving through, and throughout we will be in communication with a group formed, so that as a group, whoever has been with us right from the time that we started this, the group of organizing for Hajj 2025, we will share, we will communicate, we will ensure that we are all comfortable moving from our cities to Medina, doing our Hajj, rituals, getting back, and share our experiences.
Okay. Any other cost rather than what I'm paying through Nusuk? Do I need to keep cash?
Nope, not for the packages. The package price that you see on Nusuk is the final price. Nobody should be asking you for any more money outside of what you have already paid for. That's the done deal. The advice that I have is, you are going on a good cause. This is the best time that you can make sadaqah jariyah for you or your family. Keep some money with you that you can tip the room boy or anybody on the street that is going to help you. It's a good time for, be generous and take some cash with you. $1 is like 3.75 real. Even if you are just keeping like 5 real, handing off to any person. There are a lot of people who are working in Haram, Mecca, Medina, taking care of the Haramain mosque all the time, cleaning. Those people probably deserve some level of generosity from you. So that's the advice. Other than this, you don't need to have any money to be there with you. But yes, of course, it's always good to have money. Of course, don't forget that you need to have the hadi, the money for hadi, to be paid. That's the only charge that you may incur. And if you want to do some shopping, buy some dates and things and those, anywhere between $500 could help you, complete up your shopping. And as the needs go up, you probably want to have more money. But all the businesses use the credit cards, debit cards issued by the US or any other country, like a Visa or in MasterCard. All those are accepted in all the businesses. If you want to use that, that's also fair and fine. And you don't have to be worried about any kind of security issues there, at least that I have not encountered anything. Don't carry too much of cash around in more public and crowded places like in Tawaf area. Not that somebody is going to rob you off, but you never know if you drop it, because there's a lot of activity going on there. So we hope that explains that question.
Yeah, just a relevant question. How many riyals we should bring it to Saudi?
As I said, right, you keep like you don't have to take money from here as a riyals. You can definitely get that exchange in the airport on the day of the landing. If you carry the dollars, you will be able to make an exchange right in the airport, and they offer you pretty good rate of 3.75 riyal per USD, and take as much money as you want that you want to spend there for your own needs and for doing any sadaqah or any charity there.
Okay, next question. My mother is not tech savvy. How to make sure mother is okay, as I will be in man's area in camping days?
Come again, what was that? My
So,
mother is?
The mother is not tech savvy. How to make sure mother is okay when the brother, his son, would be in man's
Okay.
area
I
in
got
camping days?
I got it. Brother, the time of Hajj is a time where you see people across the world coming in one place, and there is so much of helping nature that comes out of the people that you would not miss your family member. Suddenly you will see a neighbor who is next to you become so close to you that they would probably be like a sister to you with your mother, trying to get all the information over to you during the time when your mother, you can be in connect with that sister, get the updates, whatever you want. And inshallah, that should not be a problem. And the separation also is not too far. When I say this, a sister could be in a row in front of you, and a brother, your mother could be in a camp row in front of you, and you would probably just be right behind them. It's all in one building, by the way. It's like a big tent, and within that you have small rooms and small rows, within which you can, walk up and then check on, ask some sisters to call your mother out. You can basically talk to your mother. There should not be any problem. You should be pretty comfortable there. I can assure you that one.
Okay. The next question. So, can I upgrade my flight seating to first class?
I think you can at the port of the check-in. You can check with the airline to see if you can upgrade your seating.
Yep.
But the service provider does not do that for you.
Yes. Who will be our imams and scholars?
Well, we have from our group Imam Abu Muhammad al-Maghribi, teacher and scholar for us. We will host fiqh-related seminars so that we can learn about Hajj and ask questions related with the performing of Hajj before the start of the Hajj, and for any time afterwards during the Hajj itself. The service providers themselves will have many scholars going along with the group. You can seek their advice, but otherwise you can also be connected with our Imam all the time using his Telegram account, or also through our own WhatsApp group. That's one way we can keep you all, educated and do the right thing based on what the Quran and the Sunnah says in regards with the Hajj performance.
All packages are available now, or more packages will be added? If more people love one package, will they close it before 8th or 9th February whenever they open it to buy? Just a relevant question to that also, that which day and time it will be open to buy the package.
Okay, so number one is there will be more packages going to be listed out on the Nusuk website from Dur Hospitality and likely also from other service providers because they are still catching up. Nusuk is still catching up. So this may go on in next week as well. So you will see some more packages listed out. So keep looking for the packages, browsing the packages as I have been doing in here by going into the packages, looking something, is there a new something new that has come up? As for the Dur itself, we will keep you posted as to what the new ones are that you can go and see if you have to make a change. You can always do that by clicking on this cart and emptying the cart and start a new configuration because nothing is going to change until the day of the sale of the package itself. If you like more than one package, yeah, sure, go ahead and try and mark them as preferred package. Only one of the preferred packages will be there. I believe you can still see a package that you had selected in the past from the profile, but I'm not sure if you can have multiple preferences done. But as the packages get sold out, these package areas will get grayed out. That means that's no longer available for purchase for that country's pilgrims to buy that package. There can be more other packages available for the pilgrims to buy. But anything that goes out in the phase one can be probably be fully bought out because it has reached the number one country quota, or number two, it has reached the quota of the package itself because the service provider only has limited number of package quantity inside of each package. For example, Dur Premium will have like maybe 50 quantity as a quantity as a number of people, right? So this premium package for US could be just 50 people can only buy this package. And after 50 people have bought this package in US, this will become like disabled. Nobody else can buy this package because that's all the service provider wanted to sell this package for. So that's one way. The other way is, let's say for all the packages from Dur, from Al Rawaf, Mina, and all the others, if they all together has reached, let's say 4,000 as was the US quota limit, if they all have reached, then suddenly everything becomes unavailable because it has reached the quota of the country. And nobody can change that one because that's the Ministry of Hajj limitation. That can also happen because people would have already bought, 4,000 people would have already bought the package, and that's the limit. But will it open up again? Yeah, this has happened last year where the Ministry of Hajj opened up for more people to come in from a particular country, and then they let more the packages to get once again opened up for the public to buy. Now, as for the timing itself, this may change from 9th to 10th, and Nusuk has not been as accurate and precise with its schedule. You can only know the exact timing a day before. And as you get on the day of the package that we say, the exact time when it's actually going to be open is also subject to when the Nusuk platform has made all the changes it needs for the packages to be now made available for the people. When it becomes available, you got to be quick, as I said, all the time on the laptop, be ready to jump in and then make the purchase. The platform, and I don't want to cause anxiety here, is going to be challenging. Last year, within 30 minutes of opening of the packages, the platform was already down. For the entire rest of the day, the platform could not be accessed. And when finally it opened up sometime in midnight last year, when it once again opened up for buying, people were finding it difficult to log in, and people who were able to log in were put on a hold kind of a screen that you are in a waiting. And that's a challenge that you all have to be prepared for. And we only pray for Allah to make it easy. And this is not just for you, it can be for anybody. So just hope for the best.
Okay. So luxury package flights are also economy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is your advice about SIM card and how to communicate with your family, WhatsApp or Teams?
Okay, so the SIM card you can buy in Saudi Arabia. It's pretty cheap. As you land in there, they got a good data and text and calling plans. However, does not offer you the international calling. So my advice is, and if you have a US phone that you want to use, you can go on like a T-Mobile. They offer you international calling, lets you call from Saudi to people in US. That's a good way to go. Or if you want to yourself to enroll yourself into, let's say, a per day charge, there are plans from other US carriers that you can opt for. But my advice is have the Saudi SIM purchased on the day you land. That way you can communicate within the family with the data plans that are available. Their internet is good. You can have WhatsApp for texting, however, not for calling. As for calling, the Botim is the app that the Saudi government allows. You can use that one to call and speak to if it is not through the cellular service. That's one way to use the communication aspect of it. And WhatsApp is always available if you have the data working there.
That's all we have, Brother Haji. So, ask the question wise.
Again, let's open up this forum. If there's any other question you want to ask, if you have any other feedback, please come out of mute and we can give another 5-10 minutes in here for people if they have any other. Feel free to let me know. You can unmute yourself.
Now you should be able to unmute yourself if you want to ask any question. I think you answered most of the questions.
But Jazakallah khair for joining in today. And I make dua that, may Allah make it easy for all of us to get through the process of the package selection. And Allah make it easy for you to perform Hajj this year. Make dua that's needed and have patience. That's the first thing that you want to carry with you. As you get on the Hajj, it's going to be something that you want to carry with you the most. And we will have, as part of the Ar-Rahman group, always the availability on the WhatsApp group. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp, and we will post another session that we can have to see how the progression of the package is going to be done and what it means before we go on the day of the package sale itself.
Brother Abu Bakr has some question. Brother Abu Bakr, you should be able to talk now. Can you talk?
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much. It was really nice presentation. You answered a lot of questions and a lot of confusions are going away. Just to make sure one thing, when you answered for the residential building thing, is it possible when we will see that in the package, just to make sure the distance from Al Haram Mosque, is it like possible to understand from the residential building to the Haram, to know the distance, or is it like we can travel by walking, something like that?
Absolutely. Good question. So let me go ahead and give you some tips on how to look for this distance, right? I'm sure everyone is familiar with Google Maps. So if you know Google Maps and use this one as a measure to see how far the hotels or the place of stays are. Let's do a quick check in here, right? I'm going to use let's do the Makram Ajiyat. I'm doing this just for a test to show you how. All right, so that's the hotel that I want to check with. So if you look at the hotel in here, that's the hotel that we have. That's the hotel and that's the Haram, right? So the Haram is very close up there, right? So what you can do is pick up the hotel and use one of the point as the means of selection. I don't know, for some reason Google has changed this one. You can pick up the point of your destination as anything on the map. Let's say this one, right? I want to go to the Masjid Haram Masjid Gate. You can do that by selecting any point of the masjid, how far it is actually from that particular place to the Masjid Haram Gate itself. If you go to the Ajiyat Street or one of the street in here, choose the location, and that should give you the exact distance that it takes from that place to the Haram Gate itself. This is a one way to quickly get yourself familiar how much distance it is for any hotel that you want to do. You can do this, or from any place that you have, you can do this. And if it is listed out, if it is not listed out, you can also reach out to me to know, okay, how far is Azizia? Now, just to give you an idea, Azizia is at least like 3 miles, I would say, from Haram for sure. And between Mina, it's, if you stay in, let's say, Majar al-Kabsh, it's like, a mile from Majar al-Kabsh, less than a mile. But it is 3 miles at least from Masjid al-Haram if you go from Azizia. Can you walk? Yeah, I mean, you can, but given the weather, it's going to be tough, brother. It's not so easy. I have been there. Temperature will be soaring, hot and humid. But one day you can do it. If you have to do it, then you have to do it. Because on the day of the Hajj, it's going to be crowded. You can't get through any bus service. People would all want to go to Haram to do the tawaf of the Hajj. And I would advise that, you probably want to put a day away for doing the tawaf of the Hajj. And if you can, do it on the 11th of Zilhajj. And we will talk about this more details as in the next seminars, how to plan and prepare for this. We'll provide you some tips about our own experiences so that you can all benefit from it. But use the Google map. I say all the time, this is very good for you to get an idea of how far it is from any accommodation that is listed on the package. I hope I answered your question, Brother Abu Bakr. All right, brothers and sisters, if there is nothing else, we will conclude this webinar for today. We will post this also on our YouTube channel. But thank you all for joining. Look forward for our next session, likely next Saturday. And in between, once the packages are released, we will keep you all posted through our WhatsApp channel. With that, we end our today's session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Samir?
Yes, Brother Ali.
You have the recording. Once we have that, we can probably put it out.
Yeah.